Now we take a look to the future. Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced he's building a humanoid robot that he says will do dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks for us.
Elon Musk's latest creation, the Tesla bot, might just be the future we're not ready for. At first glance, the idea of robots replacing humans sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie, but the reality is far more shocking. Musk envisions a world where these robots, not just on Earth but also on Mars, will outnumber humans by 2025. In a few short years, the Tesla bot could be doing everything from running factories to exploring other planets. What's more unsettling is that this shift could actually be what saves humanity from a future we're too scared to face. But before you panic, let's dive into what these robots can really do and how they might change everything we know. Elon Musk's daring bet: why Optimus could be our future. When Elon Musk first introduced the Tesla bot, it seemed like a wild gamble. But now his vision for Optimus is clearer than ever. These robots, capable of doing almost anything a human can, are not just a tool for the workplace. They could completely transform our society. Musk believes that within the next few years, these robots will far outnumber humans, operating not just on Earth, but also on Mars. It's a bold claim, but what if he's right? The implications are enormous. Robots handling dangerous jobs, performing tasks humans are unwilling or unable to do, could alleviate many of the world's biggest challenges. However, Musk's vision is not without its flaws. The human-like robot, Optimus, is still in its infancy, and the road to success is filled with obstacles. It may seem like a sci-fi dream, but the truth is that these robots are already being trained to perform real tasks. The question is, can they truly function in unpredictable real-world environments? Or will they remain a futuristic fantasy, too limited to meet the needs of humanity? The clock is ticking, and Tesla is pushing the limits of technology to make this bold vision a reality. But there's a deeper question lurking beneath the surface. What would a robot uprising really look like? Could Optimus's rise be a threat to our jobs, our society, and our way of life? Or will it save us from the social collapse of an aging workforce and growing labor shortages? The truth. The Tesla bot's first showdown. What went wrong at the Cybercab event? Tesla's Cybercab reveal was supposed to be the next step in the evolution of the electric vehicle, until something unexpected happened. Elon Musk had promised that the Tesla bot, or Optimus, would steal the show. But as the event unfolded, the robot's flaws were immediately on display, leaving the world questioning whether this ambitious project could live up to Musk's lofty claims. The demonstration of Optimus left a trail of skepticism in its wake, as the robot struggled to navigate an unpredictable environment, controlled only by human operators in real time. The crowd was eager to see Optimus perform independently, but it was clear that the robot wasn't ready for full autonomy. Instead, what was presented was a demonstration of teleoperation, a method where humans remotely control the bot's every move. It's a fascinating concept, but it raised more questions than answers. If robots like Optimus are meant to revolutionize society, can they truly do so if they still need constant human input to function? Or is this just the beginning of a much longer journey to perfection? What made matters worse was the confusion surrounding the Tesla bot's abilities. While some of the demonstrations were successful, Optimus dancing, walking, and even handing out drinks, when the bot was pushed beyond its basic programming, things started to fall apart. Suddenly, the robot was awkwardly moving, clearly struggling to handle tasks outside its training. This wasn't a sign of failure, but it revealed a shocking truth. Even Tesla's most advanced robot isn't yet ready for the real world. But as we'll see, that's exactly what makes this journey so fascinating. The deeper the world dug into the event, the more it became clear. The Tesla bot's rise won't be a smooth one. It will be messy, filled with mistakes and failures. And yet, that's what makes it so exciting. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow, both for the robot and for us. From fantasy to reality, the rapid evolution of Tesla's robot. 5 years ago, the Tesla bot seemed like nothing more than a dream. A human-like robot capable of performing any task was still the stuff of science fiction. But fast forward to today, and the Tesla bot is no longer just an idea. It's here, growing faster than anyone could have predicted. Optimus is learning new skills every day, evolving at an astonishing pace. But how did we go from a far-off fantasy to a tangible reality? And what does it really mean for our future? The rapid development of the Tesla bot is both thrilling and terrifying. Robots that were once confined to factories and controlled environments are now learning to function in more unpredictable situations. Optimus can now perform simple tasks autonomously, walking, dancing, and interacting with people. But it's clear that the real challenge lies in the unknown. Can Optimus adapt to unexpected events, like a child running into its path or an object falling from the sky? The answer to this question could determine how quickly robots like Optimus take over the workforce. Elon Musk's vision of the Tesla bot outnumbering humans might seem impossible today, but the technology is improving faster than we ever thought possible. Every mistake and failure is a chance to teach the bot how to be better. However, there's a shocking realization that comes with this progress. Robots might need years of training to be able to handle all the chaotic unpredictability of the real world. The road to full autonomy is going to be much longer than Musk predicted, but each step forward is a sign that we might one day be living in a world where robots handle nearly everything for us. So, what's next for Optimus? Will it be a success, or will humanity's attempt to play God with artificial intelligence backfire? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: the future is coming, and it's filled with robots. The most dangerous jobs: how the Tesla bot could save us all. The world is facing a workforce crisis, with jobs that humans refuse to do, and fewer people willing or able to do them. From hazardous material cleanup to dangerous construction sites, there are countless tasks that demand human sacrifice. But could the Tesla bot be the answer to this crisis? If Elon Musk's predictions hold true, Optimus could step in to take over the most dangerous jobs in society, saving lives and reshaping the labor market in ways we can't even imagine. While the idea of robots taking over human jobs has been met with resistance, there's a deeper, more sinister problem at play. The reality is that there are fewer people willing to take on these dangerous jobs, and even fewer who can do so as the global workforce ages. The rise of the Tesla bot could be a solution to this looming crisis. With their ability to work in extreme environments, whether that's defusing bombs or cleaning up nuclear waste, Optimus could fill a critical gap in industries that have long been left under-resourced. However, the transition to a robot-led workforce won't be easy. The social disruption caused by this shift could be enormous. People are afraid of change, and the idea of robots taking over jobs is unsettling. But what if this disruption is actually a blessing in disguise? If robots like Optimus can handle the dangerous, repetitive, and monotonous tasks humans have avoided for years, could society finally be freed from the burden of labor? The answer might lie in the details. As Optimus improves, the potential for robots to step into critical roles becomes more and more real. The question is no longer whether these robots can do the work, but whether humanity is ready for the world they are about to create. Tesla's secret weapon. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Tesla bot is its ability to learn. Unlike traditional robots, which follow a set list of instructions, Optimus is powered by a neural network, artificial intelligence that learns through experience, much like the human brain. This revolutionary approach allows Optimus to handle a vast range of tasks, from folding laundry to carrying boxes, all while continuously improving based on feedback. But how does this learning process really work? And more importantly, how does it ensure that Optimus doesn't turn rogue? At the core of Optimus's development is something called Neuralnet Training. Rather than relying on hard-coded commands, these robots learn from real-world examples. During demonstrations, Optimus interacts with humans and performs tasks based on the training data fed into its system. The more it practices, the better it becomes. But there's a catch. The real world isn't predictable, and learning through experience can be messy. This is where Tesla's cutting-edge training methods come in, pushing the boundaries of what robots can learn and do. As we saw during Tesla's event, there were plenty of hiccups along the way. Robots like Optimus struggled with tasks outside their pre-programmed training, leading some to question whether AI robots can ever truly be trusted to operate in an unpredictable environment. Yet, as every mistake is processed and used as training data, Optimus grows more capable and more autonomous. What seems like a failure today could be the building block for tomorrow's breakthroughs. But the ultimate question remains: how much control should we give these robots? With the ability to learn on their own, Optimus could become more independent than anyone anticipated. Could this intelligence lead to a future where robots don't just serve humanity, but lead it? The Tesla bot's evolution is only beginning, and with each new development, the world edges closer to a future controlled by AI. And that future might be much closer than we think. When humans aren't enough. The workforce is changing, and Tesla's Optimus is leading the charge. As technology advances, there are fewer people willing and able to do the labor-intensive, dangerous, and monotonous jobs that keep society running. The rise of robots like Optimus could be the answer to this problem, replacing human workers in sectors where physical labor is required. But what does this mean for the future of work? Will robots create mass unemployment? Or will they open new opportunities for humans to focus on creative and intellectual pursuits? The growing demand for automation is undeniable. As the global workforce ages and fewer young people are willing to take on physically demanding jobs, the pressure to find solutions increases. Tesla's robots might be the perfect fit for this shift, allowing industries to keep running without the risk of injury or burnout. But there's more to the story. As robots take on these tasks, will they also take on the jobs that have traditionally required human creativity and ingenuity? Could we be on the brink of a new renaissance, one led by humans freed from the shackles of manual labor? The truth is, the workforce won't just shift, it will evolve. And while some may fear that robots like Optimus will put them out of work, others will see the opportunities this new world offers. The question is not whether robots will take over the workforce, but how we as a society will adapt to the changes they bring. What could go wrong with the Tesla bot? As Tesla pushes the boundaries of robotics with Optimus, it's impossible to ignore the potential risks that come with creating a robot capable of independent learning. What happens when something goes wrong? We've already seen how AI can behave unpredictably in self-driving cars. Now imagine the chaos if a robot like Optimus goes rogue. While the technology is advancing rapidly, many are starting to wonder, are we truly ready to unleash such powerful machines into the world? What happens when AI makes a mistake? And what safeguards are in place to prevent catastrophic consequences? The event at Tesla's Cyber Cab show exposed just how unpredictable Optimus can be. In demonstrations, robots made surprising errors. Awkward movements and missteps revealed how much more training they still need before they can function in a public environment. Imagine a world where robots are handling dangerous tasks like bomb disposal, industrial work, and even caring for the elderly. One wrong move, one lapse in programming, could result in harm. The idea of fully autonomous robots operating without human intervention could be more terrifying than we initially thought. But here's the plot twist. As frightening as it sounds, these mistakes may actually be the key to progress. Just like a child learning to walk, Optimus must make errors before it can perfect its movements. With every fall, every awkward movement, the neural network is being updated, learning from its mistakes. This is the foundation of AI training, but it also raises critical questions. Will we ever truly be able to trust these machines, or will we forever be holding our breath, waiting for the next accident to happen? Optimus in the real world. Imagine a world where Optimus is no longer confined to factories or controlled environments. Picture these robots functioning in our homes, handling everything from cleaning the house to managing our groceries. This isn't a far-off dream, it's becoming a reality faster than we thought. In the coming years, we could see robots like Optimus transforming the way we live, relieving us from mundane chores and even providing assistance in our daily routines. But there's a catch. We're still trying to figure out how to make these robots truly useful in a home setting. Optimus might be great at moving objects around and performing simple tasks in a factory. But what happens when it has to interact with unpredictable situations? In a controlled setting, it's easy to teach a robot to fold laundry or carry groceries. But when it comes to more delicate tasks like handling fragile items or cooking meals, the challenge becomes far more complex. How do you teach a robot to navigate your home without breaking things, injuring people, or getting stuck in tight corners? The future of home robotics isn't just about teaching Optimus to do menial tasks. It's about making sure it can handle the chaos of human life. As Tesla continues to improve Optimus, there's potential for these robots to integrate seamlessly into our homes. Yet, as we've seen with other advancements in automation, these changes won't come without challenges. The debate will continue. Will robots truly enhance our lives? Or will they create new problems we aren't prepared to solve? Human-like, but not human. As Optimus gets closer to being fully autonomous, the ethical questions surrounding its existence are becoming more pressing. It's one thing for a robot to perform menial tasks. It's another when it begins to act like a human. What happens when robots start to look and behave like us? At what point do they stop being tools and start becoming something more? With the Tesla bot's ability to walk, talk, and interact with humans, we're entering new ethical territory. Could we one day treat robots as equals? Or are we simply creating new forms of labor that lack empathy and consciousness? The question is not just about the technology, it's about how we, as a society, choose to treat these creations. If robots like Optimus are designed to take on jobs we don't want to do, what does that say about our relationship with them? Should we be concerned about the rights of robots, or should we view them as nothing more than sophisticated machines? The potential for exploitation is real, and there are no easy answers. As Optimus learns more about the world, its human-like qualities may blur the line between artificial and real, leading to uncomfortable questions about autonomy, labor, and consciousness. But here's where things get even more complex. Could these robots develop their own form of self-awareness as they learn and adapt? It's a possibility that's both thrilling and terrifying. And while we're still far from creating sentient robots, the ethical implications of building such sophisticated AI could shape the future of humanity in ways we can't predict. The rise of the machines. In a world facing environmental disaster, an aging population, and dwindling resources, the Tesla bot could become our salvation. With the power to take over dangerous and tedious tasks, robots like Optimus could free humans from the burdens of labor and allow society to shift its focus to creativity, innovation, and problem-solving. But there's a catch. The rise of machines will also bring about social disruption. The question is not whether robots will take over, but how we will adapt to their presence. While some fear that robots will steal jobs, the truth is that many of these jobs are already being left behind. An aging workforce and a shrinking labor pool are creating gaps in the global economy that robots are ready to fill. From hazardous waste removal to space exploration, Optimus could be the answer to some of humanity's most pressing challenges. But the world will need to change. Industries will need to adapt, and people will need to rethink what it means to work and live in a world where robots do the heavy lifting. But here's the twist. The rise of robots could also lead to a new era of prosperity. With robots handling the physical labor, humans will have the chance to focus on more meaningful, creative endeavors. Optimus could be the catalyst for a revolution in human potential, one that empowers us to dream bigger than ever before. Why the journey won't be easy. Even with all the excitement and hype surrounding Optimus, it's easy to forget that the road to full autonomy is not an easy one. Right now, the Tesla bot is far from perfect. Despite its impressive abilities, Optimus still relies on human operators to perform a significant number of tasks, especially in unpredictable environments. From navigating crowded spaces to handling delicate objects, Optimus has yet to prove it can fully manage the complex, chaotic world without the help of a human. But here's the catch. Every step forward is a test, and each failure is an essential lesson that brings Tesla closer to a truly autonomous robot. In its early stages, Optimus will undoubtedly struggle with real-world scenarios. The challenges will be immense. It might be able to fold a shirt in a controlled environment. But what happens when it needs to navigate a cluttered living room with pets and toys scattered around? What if it encounters an obstacle, like a broken chair leg, or someone accidentally bumps into it? These small hiccups can have major implications for a robot learning to operate in the real world. The question is, can Optimus adapt quickly enough to avoid disastrous consequences? Early trials will be filled with frustrations, as Optimus will need time to learn how to deal with unexpected circumstances, just as humans need time to adjust when faced with new challenges. But here's the plot twist. These growing pains are the very reason why Optimus could succeed in ways we can't imagine yet. Each failure, no matter how embarrassing or unexpected, is a crucial part of the training process. Just as a child learns to walk through trial and error, Optimus will learn from its mistakes. These challenges are not signs of failure. They're opportunities for growth. Each misstep will provide critical data for Tesla's engineers to refine the system, improving its ability to adapt and function autonomously. The journey may be slow, filled with mistakes and setbacks, but every miscalculation takes Optimus one step closer to mastering the unpredictable, messy reality of human life. As Tesla continues to test and refine the technology, the world will be watching closely. How quickly can Optimus learn to operate in the real world? Will it be ready in time for the expected rollout in 2025? And perhaps more importantly, how much will these growing pains cost us? In the end, the road to fully autonomous robots may be more difficult than we anticipate, but when that moment comes, Optimus will be ready to take over. The question is, will humanity be prepared for the bot to do everything we can do, and more? The future is now. What's next for the Tesla bot? The future of robotics isn't something to wait for anymore. It's happening right now. With Optimus, we are witnessing a groundbreaking shift, one that could alter the course of history. The Tesla bot isn't just a tool, it's the beginning of a new era in which robots play a key role in our daily lives. From autonomous delivery systems to personal assistants, the possibilities seem endless. But here's the million-dollar question. Are we ready for a future where robots don't just help us? They replace us in many aspects of our lives? The next few years will be crucial for Optimus and AI-driven robots. As the technology evolves, we'll see new breakthroughs that push the limits of what's possible. Imagine robots walking into homes, handling groceries, performing tasks that humans find tedious, or even caring for the elderly. The more Tesla refines Optimus, the more likely it is that robots like these will become a regular part of the workforce. But the rapid pace of this change means one thing: society will have to adapt just as quickly or risk being left behind. Robots could soon be an integral part of every household, warehouse, or hospital, meaning we'll need to learn how to coexist with them or risk a seismic shift in the social fabric. But here's the plot twist. We may not have the luxury of choosing whether or not to accept these changes. The reality is that robots like Optimus could soon become so indispensable that they'll be impossible to ignore. Industries are already adopting automation at a rapid pace, and it's only a matter of time before robots like Optimus become essential to the functioning of our society. Whether we like it or not, robots are no longer a futuristic idea. They're on the verge of becoming part of our everyday existence. The question isn't just when this will happen, but how prepared we are for it. With every milestone Tesla hits, the timeline for Optimus's future grows shorter. Soon, we may find ourselves in a world where robots are everywhere, performing tasks we've always done. And while the idea might seem comforting for some, giving us more time for creativity and leisure, others might feel threatened by the intrusion of machines into spaces once occupied by humans. But one thing is certain: the future is coming fast, and robots like Optimus will be at the heart of it. Is humanity ready for the robot revolution? As Optimus inches closer to full autonomy, it's becoming clear that the future of robotics is no longer a distant dream. It's real, and it's coming faster than anyone anticipated. Elon Musk's vision of a world where robots like Optimus work alongside us, and in many cases, replace us, could be one of the most disruptive changes in history. But as we prepare for this revolution, there's a deeper question to consider. Is humanity truly ready for the rise of robots? The Tesla bot is more than just a machine. It's a harbinger of a future where artificial intelligence and robotics take over tasks once performed by humans. The rise of robots like Optimus will force us to confront tough questions. What does it mean for a society when machines are capable of doing almost everything we can do, and in some cases, even better? As Optimus continues to evolve, it will blur the line between human and robot, and we'll have to ask ourselves whether we are willing to accept this new reality. How will we redefine work, labor, and the very concept of human value in a world where robots are capable of nearly everything? But here's the twist that no one saw coming. The Tesla bot isn't just about replacing humans. It's about transforming society in ways we haven't fully imagined yet. As these robots take over tasks we find dangerous, repetitive, or menial, they could free us up to focus on more meaningful pursuits. Imagine a world where creativity, innovation, and intellectual work are prioritized over physical labor. Optimus could open the door to a future where humans are no longer bound by the limitations of physical work, allowing us to explore new heights of human potential. However, this rapid change will come with challenges. The economic impact will be massive. Jobs will disappear, and new industries will emerge. People will need to adapt to a world where robots and AI-driven systems are ubiquitous. The rise of the Tesla bot could lead to an economic revolution, or it could trigger social chaos if not managed carefully. The question remains, will humanity be able to embrace this change, or will we resist it until it's too late? What's certain is that the robot revolution has already begun. The rise of Optimus is inevitable, and whether it's a force for good or ill depends entirely on how we, as a society, choose to handle it. The future is no longer a distant possibility. It's knocking at our door, and the Tesla bot will be the one to open it. The future is now. What will you do? The rise of Optimus and robots like it is no longer a far-off dream. It's rapidly becoming a reality. As we've explored, the Tesla bot holds the potential to revolutionize nearly every aspect of our lives, from the workforce to the way we interact with technology. But with this power comes immense responsibility. As Optimus and other AI-driven robots evolve, they challenge us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about work, society, and our place in the world. The road ahead won't be easy. There will be mistakes, setbacks, and growing pains as we work out how to coexist with these machines. Yet, as we've seen with Tesla's progress, each failure is an opportunity for growth and improvement. Elon Musk's bold vision of a future where robots are integral to every facet of life is both thrilling and unsettling. While the promise of Optimus taking over dangerous, repetitive, and tedious jobs is enticing, we must ask ourselves, what happens when robots take over more than just our labor? As we stand on the precipice of this technological revolution, one thing is clear. Our future will be shaped by these machines, and how we respond to their rise will determine the course of humanity. The robot revolution is already underway. The question is, are we ready? The Tesla bot's journey is only beginning, and the future is unfolding faster than we can comprehend. Will you embrace the rise of the machines, or resist the inevitable? Only time will tell what role these robots will play in our world. But one thing is for certain. The days of a human-dominated world are numbered. Optimus and its AI-driven counterparts are coming, and they might just change everything. What do you think? Are we ready for the robot revolution? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if you think robots will take over sooner than expected. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on the latest in tech. Until next time, stay tuned for more groundbreaking stories.